What up, everybody? This is Jason Lee, and this is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
And I'm Melissa Ford, a.k.a. the Curve Queen.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Giovanni.
Oh, my God. I never thought I would say this, but it feels so good to be back in L.A.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was just in New York City. I love New York City.
Yeah. So why are you glad to be here?
I'm not glad to be here. Wait, am I glad?
You said you're glad to be back in LA.
I'm still sleeping because I went to New York to do the whole, I joined the Monster Products family. And we had the this partnership with Rock Nation Untitled. They just did this event to raise money for the people who were affected by the hurricanes. So I went there and I've been working on that all week, and it was just super amazing. And I love the city. The weather was nice. I was able to wear my coat.
Was it cold?
It was not cold, but
Brisky?
it was... What?
Brisk.
It's just brisk.
Is
it's
a T.
just brisk.
No, I mean, it was cool. It was cool, but it was a little chilly at night, but it was nice. Weather was sunny. It was beautiful.
Oh.
Good.
So yeah, I had a good time, but we can get into more of that. What have you been doing? Melissa Ford, that is.
I've just been, on my workout grind and stuff like that, and just hanging out with friends. And
why did I see on your Snapchat or Instagram story that you were hanging out with a bunch of half-naked men? Like a lot.
Oh, because I was running in Runyon Canyon with Hino. So he's basically, organized an entire group, and the group, week after week just seems to get bigger because, he invites people to work out with him and other trainers. So it's like a free workout. Who's passing that shit up?
My boy Seth said he ran into you and met you there.
Hands of Fury. Yeah. I thought I was going to motherfucking die.
Right.
I was not the first one charging up the hill. I was finding shade somewhere.
Well, listen, I would tell you, if I was a part of that group, I'd be fucking having a hard time too.
I was dying.
When do y'all do it? Every week?
Not going up the hill. I would have a hard time with all those half-naked people.
I'm going to join y'all on the next one.
No, you ain't.
Yes, I am.
It's Saturday at 11.
Oh, a.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
A.m. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, daytime. Yes.
Okay, so I'll be checking your Instagram story. Shout out to
I got to get it.
He ain't gonna make it.
I am.
So you guys did the workout and then what? Because Hollywood Hino, since this show, has followed me on Instagram, and I ain't fucking with him. I ain't following him back, and I ain't even responded to his little ats and shit.
Yeah. No. Well, he was sponsored by Sweet Green. Sweet Green. It's like the it's the salad spot, and they also have like bowls and whatnot, but their ingredients are like farmed fresh and shit like that. It's really good. So after that, we got free salads.
Wow.
I was really excited
For
about
everybody that was in the group.
Yeah.
What a
It was
Saturday.
a huge group. Yeah.
Slave yourself up a mountain and then eat a salad.
Oh my God, I thought I was gonna die. Like the ash from the wildfires in Northern California, even though you can't see it, it is compromising the air quality here. My lungs felt like they were like searing, like on fire.
Wow.
My allergies did not stop, bothering me for like 3 days after that. It was fucked up.
Well,
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do it this weekend again.
Well,
it has to be like 80 degrees, because if it was like 95 again, fuck.
That's
that
when I like to go to
shit.
Runyon, is when it's like blazing
Bitch,
hot.
you'll die.
No.
You will die.
Be a bitch.
You'll die.
Damn, that was
Listen,
kind of aggressive.
I know, right?
You
Yes.
really should start working on your use of profanity. Because even for me with this show, I kind of watch some of our shows back and I go, Jason, you can be better than that.
That's hilarious.
Okay,
I do.
I'll work on it.
Well, listen, I did
I'll
watch
work
your
on it.
Instagram stories, and I see you in the ring, boxing and shit.
It's progress.
Focus too, like really on some boxing shit.
I dare you to not have focus in a boxing ring. You get your
A girl.
You'll get your ass handed to you. She's good. That's Jess.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
No, he trains some bad women.
Yeah, she
like
was
bad
cool.
as in dope.
Yeah, yeah.
And fierce,
Whoa.
scary. Like they'll kick.
Hollywood
they'll
Hino,
kick
if you
your
want to
ass
sponsor
easily.
training me, hit me up.
Well, I told you I would do a weight off with you, and we could Hollywood Hino, if he wants to sponsor that, we could film the whole thing. I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to sacrifice for the
You
sake
wanna do
of...
it?
I'll do it.
Oh, we
Okay,
should do it.
let's do it.
We should make some content off of that.
So we should just
should.
all
That shit
weigh
would
in
be
before.
hilarious.
Because I already know how much I weigh. I'm 253
I
right
can
now.
tell you right now, weigh-in is not a part of the journey. We can do that after.
And then you have to know what you...
Because it's not really about... Well, it would be in the competition. I guess it would be about the number, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Of course, who lost the
that's
most weight.
yeah. That's how the biggest losers like.
So you should set that up with
successful
Hollywood Hino, and we should do it. I really want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll create some content.
Let's do it.
Throw that shit.
So what did you do, Gio?
I have been I've been apartment hunting. Yeah, I hate it. It's fucking Jason Lee is hilarious. He
Why?
just
I
because
didn't say anything.
you say so much without saying nothing at all.
I didn't say
sometimes.
all that. You said You said, I said, what have you been doing? You said apartment hunting. I just looked at you.
But you say so much without saying nothing at all sometimes. But no, I've been apartment hunting, which is a fucking pain in the ass. You never realize how fucking expensive LA is until you got to move out on your own.
So are you and your girl looking for an apartment?
What'd you say?
Are you and your girl looking for an
Oh,
apartment?
you're such a good interviewer. Damn,
Just
that was a
wondering.
good question. I'm looking.
obvious
I'm
question.
looking for myself.
So are you all officially separating? I mean, because there's somebody out here that wants to fuck you.
He
at the
doesn't.
jail
Obviously, he doesn't want that, and he's hoping against
honestly,
hope. But
speaking
it's
for him.
Honestly, I don't.
Okay, sorry. I'm trying to be diplomatic
If I
and
can
shit.
say, I really don't know what's going on. I'm just allowing her. I'm just giving her what she wants
which is
to be alone.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't know. We haven't had a conversation face to face. It's just been a whole bunch of writing back and forth with letters and shit, and I'm just tired of it. I know she's tired of it, but I just hope the ultimate goal is to separate, to hopefully come back together, because we both have fucked up problems individually.
I was gonna say something's rotten in Denmark.
Yeah.
Well,
Because like usually like there's like a big blow up, like something happens.
No,
This is like, what happened?
no, not true. That's the thing about maturity, right? As you get older, I tell you, when me and my ex broke up, have I told the story on the show? On this show, okay.
Yeah, like a couple episodes
When
ago.
that person said, "I'm not in love with you," it just hit me at that moment when I wanted somebody to be in love with me.
Yeah,
that
that shit
this
hurts.
person
That
wasn't
shit
the
hurts.
one for me.
Right.
So it wasn't a big like. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, we did sit there and we cried a little bit because in my mind, the tears were more about like, I know it's over for me. So it's not about.
Yeah.
And once I know it's over, I don't even try to go backwards.
Yeah.
Well,
So, that's
yeah.
all.
I mean, with me, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I haven't. I don't know, man. I'm just so lost in this whole situation. It's hard for me. Some days I have good days. Some days I have bad days. You know, she's currently in New York right now, visiting her family, and I'm still in the dark about a lot of stuff. So, you know, I don't really know how to even react to it. I'm just trying to wait and hopefully see. You know, whatever happens, happens.
Well, this is what I learned, especially, when you're working and out there hustling and making money and other things. There's other people out there that are waiting to fuck you anyway.
That's true.
That's
And-
the last thing my mind is on.
No,
Yeah,
what I'm saying in
well.
terms of intimacy, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, you're a guy.
now that you're vulnerable, now that she's vulnerable, you both are what's called open. So now that you're open, I'm just telling you, you don't got to be looking for it, but some could just fall right in your lap. No pun intended.
Do you believe in that saying? It's the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody.
Nah,
No.
that's not true. Because in past relationships, I've broken up and went and fucked a million girls, and that shit made it worse for me.
Because I will tell you, if I did that to somebody and then they somehow did it to me, I would probably lose it.
But you guys are over. Like
Yeah.
that's the point. Like the best way to get
Well,
over somebody.
They're not all the way over yet. They have to move
and the
out.
thing, and here's one thing. Yeah, here's one thing I know about her. She's not cut from that cloth at all. I trust her so much. Like I know I've given her reason not to trust me.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact she's just not that type of girl at all. I mean, she don't even go out. She don't drink. She's always at the house. She goes to work. She's a grandma, a sexy ass grandma.
So are you deciding to move into your own place and then try to make it work from a distance, or are you like moving on?
I don't know. There's no communication right
He's
now.
just fucked up. He's just fucked up.
There's no communication.
I mean, like
right
he's
now.
like walking around with sangria and a fucking water bottle and shit. Like he's fucked up right now.
Well, I mean, don't turn into a wino, because I would tell
No,
you, as nice as she is, and as much as I was happy for both of you, there's life after love.
Yeah,
Believe
absolutely.
that.
But I will say this: since all of this, I have been really seeking God a lot more. I really have been really having some
Why?
intimate times. No,
Why?
honestly, Jason, listen to me. Shut up.
No, I'm just saying, like, okay, it's
Because
like-
sometimes-
no, it's like right after I penetrate somebody that's never had it happen, right?
They wanna go to church?
No, they want to find God and pray about how they just sinned and how. And the thing I always tell them is, I'm gonna let you sit with that for a minute. You're gonna be all right.
No, it's more with me. It's just like I ask God to show me show me the flaws in me. Show me how I could be better, or what
I could help
do
you out with
better.
that. You don't need God.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, just I don't know. I can't look in the. I look in the mirror and see this person I've been seeing for almost 32 years. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm just trying to focus on me. As far as like with my work, I just had 2 huge auditions that the director and the producers requested me for. So I'm just hoping that goes through and I can glow up and take my mind. My point of interest right now is to keeping myself busy, because when I'm not busy, it's a bad day.
The minute I got out of my relationship, I launched Hollywood Unlocked. The minute.
Greatness comes from heartbreak.
But I wouldn't even say that. I think it was and I really wasn't heartbroken because I was already living and knowing that it was on its way out. It was just like, it's sort of like, there's those relationships where the person, where it just ends like somebody just got murdered. And you weren't
a breakup is like a death.
No, but listen, there are different types of death. There's the instantaneous, didn't see it coming, didn't know it was going to happen. Death.
That was me.
That's very traumatic.
That's me.
And then there's the person has cancer, they're dying slow in the hospital.
Yeah,
I will say
you're in ICU.
With this situation, I didn't see it coming at all. It's like in the movies, you driving with your girl laughing, hey babe, and then out of nowhere, fucking semi truck comes and hits the goddamn car. That's how I felt. Like I just did not see this coming.
That reminded me of the movie 7 Pounds.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
Oh my God, 7 pounds.
Now, I ain't gonna lie.
My favorite movie.
I won't lie. When he was in the bathtub with the damn thing and he
jellyfish,
died, I cried.
It feels like my heart is being ripped out of my fucking chest watching that movie.
Gio said, calm down.
Sorry. But 7 pounds is really sad. It's
one of my best.
Oh my God. And it just doesn't let up. It just
Melissa,
keeps on being
we get the point. We're just drawing a connection to what he's going through.
Sorry.
But in conclusion,
watch 7 pounds if you haven't.
God is good and she's an amazing woman and I love her and she's going to be cool and I'm going to be cool.
Okay, well, we wish you guys the best.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's get into some music and we'll be right back.
I need to give my update. So stay in your lane, slow it down a little bit. That's part of the reason why relationships don't work these days, because women always doing so fucking much, and then what happened? They calling me.
Wait.
I'm just saying, like, I wish you women would help me out a little bit. Like, I can't deal with the amount of men I have to deal with these days because you all are always rushing them here and there and buy me this and buy me that. See, I'm just easy breezy. Where you want to eat, where you want to shop, what size shoe you wear.
I am the easiest woman to deal with.
Can I get to my
I'm so low maintenance. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
Do I have permission to talk about what I did?
Yes.
Or do we want to get to some music that ain't ready anyway?
No. Let's go.
Okay. So the past week I've been in New York City, like I said. I have to tell you, Tidal and Rock Nation is a machine. Those are machines that are just, it's so amazing to see Jay-Z's journey from where he's come from in Marcy, then an artist, and then all of that. And of course, Beyonce's husband, which is just phenomenally, incredibly confusing at times. Because it should be me. That should have been the one that saved me from the community.
You should have been with Beyonce?
Of course.
Hilarious.
This is
I
just
feel
a joke.
like we've posed the question on the show.
Yeah, it was just a joke.
Okay,
it's a joke.
I take it seriously when you talk about Beyonce.
It's a joke. But she was in the building and I didn't see her. I was in the room with Cardi B, talking to Cardi and just kind of hanging out and just lost sight of the fact that I was in the area she was in. So I came out, went over to J-Lo's room, was waiting to talk to her. And then something happened where some shit went down in the hallway where they had to clear it out. And then all of a sudden I was out of the hallway. And then I went and watched the show and Beyonce was coming right behind me. So I missed her.
She performed?
She didn't perform.
Cardi B performed though.
Cardi B performed. She only performed Bodak Yellow, killed it. Everybody showed her love. She was cool. It was good to see her for a little bit. I'm just proud she's still growing. She has a new single out where she talks about her pussy popping on the charts and all that type shit.
No Limit with G-Eazy and
Yeah,
A$AP.
so I mean, I'm happy for her, but everybody was there. I didn't get to see J-Lo on stage. I watched her backstage on the screen, and then I saw Jay, but I didn't see Stevie. I'm a Stevie Wonder fan, but I'm not going to sit and watch Stevie Wonder in concert.
I would. He just performed at the Soho House randomly.
Okay, Soho House, you could sit around a bar, a couple drinks, one thing. Sitting in the Barclays after having watched 43 performers all day, running around, feet hurting, tired, no sleep. Stevie, I'm out. So I didn't see Stevie.
Tristan McWiles performed, right?
I did. I saw him backstage. We talked for a little bit. So he's like, what you doing here? I'm like, oh, I'm here with Monster. So we talked and he did some drops for us. And Iggy Azalea, I was able to talk to her for a little bit. She's actually really cool. I told her, I said, you get a bad rap with the black blogs.
Right.
You know, people, for whatever reason, like I just feel like
the appropriation of black culture.
It's not even that. It's just like we so fast to call everybody out on their shit when we got a lot of shit we got to get together too. I'm not saying that you just turn a blind eye to addressing things that matter, but like if a woman wants to rap and she's white, whether it's Chanel West Coast or Iggy Azalea, who the fuck cares? Who cares? And because she's not, I mean, I don't know. If I'm missing something, please tell me. But because she's not out there with the Black Lives Matter flag, all of a sudden she's no longer a legitimate artist. I don't think it's always fair. So I just said to her, look, it's good to see you. Hopefully we can work with you. And don't order Papa John's anymore.
She thick?
She thick.
Wow.
I like
She's
her.
very pretty and very nice too.
Yeah.
He said she did.
So she, the Papa John, she called. He had her number, and the delivery guy kept her number, was calling her back and all that.
I did not know that.
So she said, "Nah, I use Postmates now."
Oh wow.
But it was good seeing her, and it was good to see that they raised so much money and awareness for the families that are affected by it. All the hurricanes. And
because the government's not doing shit for them.
let's get into this bullshit. What's popping, Melissa?
Well, there's been a lot going on this week. Michelle Williams opens up about having suicidal thoughts while she was with Destiny's Child, which is really interesting because you would think Michelle Williams, Beyonce, Kelly Rowland on stage around the world, fans, loving them. You'd think that this would be the highlight of her life.
The fans don't love her like that.
No, I know. I look. If we're good, are we comparing her to Beyonce right now? Because we're not. Can you be a little sensitive? God damn it, Jason.
Wait, listen.
Can I get what?
I just showed up to do my job today. I'm saying that
If you think about it, no member in Destiny's Child outside of Kelly and Beyonce, is irrelevant. So fucked up.
First of all, I always used to call them Beyonce and them, but and I love Kelly. Like Kelly will be at brunch this Sunday at the Four Seasons around 11:30. She's just there every Sunday. But no, I love Kelly. She's a sweetheart, so I'm not dissing her. Michelle Williams has just always been kind of like that foster kid that just you want to go away, but she's assigned by the state and got to be there until she's 18.
Terrible. You're just terrible.
No, I mean, I don't look at Michelle Williams as a member of Destiny's Child. I look at her as a background singer who filled in and didn't go away.
Okay.
A glorified background singer.
She's a singer with a permanent per diem.
Well, there is a lot of people who feel otherwise that she is a member of Destiny's Child. She went on to have a very successful gospel music career afterwards.
She won a Stellar Award, and then they let Beyonce come and perform with her.
Okay. Anyways, this is the moral of this story is
First of
all that glitters
first
isn't
of all-
gold, kids.
First of all, you should stop laughing because we're talking about a suicide attempt.
I'm gonna fucking punch you.
You fucking
I'm
asshole,
fighting. I'm
bro.
fighting you after school.
Why?
I am because you're such a shit
Listen,
disturber.
let her live in her glory. Michelle, we love you.
No,
that-
I don't love her. I don't know her. I don't know her.
That is the moral.
You don't know Beyonce either.
I know Beyonce.
This is
Hilarious.
the moral of the story is that you can look at somebody's life from the outside looking in. It looks like it's perfect and it's not. She suffered from from real depression. She thought about suicide. She talked to Matthew Knowles and he was basically what the fuck you got to cry about? You just signed a multi-million-dollar deal. It's not about the money sometimes. It's
Listen, I understand.
Lord only knows what she was going through.
I understand depression. I've had a lot of my own challenges this year, and
Some people just don't deal with fame very well.
Most of my shit that I've had to deal with has happened when things are good, because as things get better, there's more pressure on you and so forth. So I get all that. I'm not making fun of her at all because of the suicide stuff. So but we have to all keep it real too. We can't say things about people when they're going through hard times, like, oh, we love Michelle Williams. We know damn well you don't own a Michelle Williams CD.
I do not.
You ain't never downloaded it, and I will tell you right now,
I promise you I have not.
If she would have fell off the stage,
I am not a gospel.
You remember 106 in
if
Park?
she would have fell off the stage during the Super Bowl performance, your eyes still would have been on Beyonce.
When she fell on 106 in Park and Beyonce just looked at her.
Beyonce looked the same way I did. No, but I mean, she blocked me from Instagram, so she ain't gonna see it anyway.
Who?
Michelle Williams?
Yeah.
What did you say to Michelle Williams?
She ain't no Christian. Christians don't block people on Instagram.
Oh my God.
So I have a problem with that. So I'm telling the Church of God in Christ right now.
Oh my.
Revoke that pass.
Kojic.
But anyway, shout out to her. Hopefully the girl don't kill herself because she still got more
She's
records.
fine.
This
She's
was in the
fine
past.
now. This is in the past. She just wanted to.
Well, she getting dick down now, so I know she happy. And her boyfriend ain't that bad looking.
Her fiance is very attractive.
Yeah, damn.
I am very happy for her. Yes, that she's moved past that dark period in her life. Yeah. All right. Well,
Speaking of dark, Hazel E's had a lot to say about black bitches. Go ahead.
Oh, shit.
my God. Okay, well, you and I were both getting hit over the head with ats and mentions and stuff like that because of, her recent comments. So for anybody who's been living under a rock, Erica Adams, AKA Hazel E, who on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, she got into a little Instagram beef with Jess Hilarious, who is a comedian from Baltimore.
And Wild and Out, all that.
Yeah, that should have been her first, that should have been the first reason why she stopped. Jess is from Baltimore. I am not messing with chicks from the DMV. I'm sorry. Like, because they...
Can we just get into what the hell she did?
Anyways. Her and Jess ended up having an Instagram beef in order to retaliate to Jess and the comments that she was making, insinuating that her boyfriend, Hazel's boyfriend, Rose Burgundy, is gay, which a lot of people do think so. She posts a picture of her with her son, and basically in the process of insulting her, insult every black woman on the planet by calling her black monkey dark butt or something like that. Called her son gay, her 5-year-old son gay.
Oh no! So you can't fuck with kids.
Yeah, she didn't get that memo. And then she basically went on to include another Instagram post that included the faces of other cast members who are darker complected, and went on to say that they were jealous of her light, pretty ass, and called them dark butts as well. And then said something about women being jealous because they couldn't pass the paper bag test.
What the fuck is a paper bag test?
Okay, I'm gonna need everybody to Google. It's your friend. If you have a question, throw it into a Google search, please.
No, because Google will make
where
you self-diagnose
Motherfucker.
yourself.
You look at quit cussing so much.
Sorry, but
It's
damn
where you
it.
take a brown paper bag and you do the test next to someone's skin. So if
Yeah.
you're darker than that, she's basically saying that's less than.
No, yeah, exactly. It's basically like it was a form to racially discriminate and keep the darker complected black folks in the field, and light ones could be like the house hoe and mistress and whatnot.
Back to the point. Rose Burgundy then put out a
So
statement.
then Rose Burgundy puts out a picture burning the rainbow flag and basically says, "Death to all homosexuals." And Hazel then comments on that and saying, "Burn in hell," like God said in the Bible. I'm like, I'm sorry. Last time I checked, did God write the Bible? I didn't get that memo. And suddenly you're a Christian? All right, girl. So then she puts out pictures of her family, to show that she has dark complected family members, like every white person who says I have black friends, but still has,
She put up one of my writers too.
Did she really?
Yeah.
I can't. Well, the internet has had a field day with her. Shoe Dazzle, she had a deal with them. She said it was like $1 million or $1 billion deal with Shoe Dazzle. I don't know, whatever. That seems to be over because Shoe Dazzle's mentions were a fucking shambles. Wow. Shambles. VH1 mentions, shambles. Mona Scott's mentions, shambles. They were...
Well, and mine. So let me
your mentions, my mentions.
Let me just respond and get out the way if I can without, Okay, so everybody's been hitting me up and wanting me to respond. And what I think is interesting is that people are going to probably be surprised at my response.
Okay.
One, I believe that karma has found Hazel E. I don't need to jump up and down on Hazel E. I don't need to condemn her. I don't need to shit on her. I don't need to take this as an opportunity to be vindicated because I really feel like, one, when it all was going down, I wasn't really tuned in because I was doing some other shit. But I was seeing all the messages and I just saw my Instagram and all these comments. When I was on the show and I was sitting across from her and she said what she said to me, the reaction that you all are collectively doing online, I did it in person because that's how I felt at the time. When I met those two kids who said to me, "You're my hero because we want to kill ourselves when people make fun of us for being gay." I knew how that felt. It hit me personally, and I understood my responsibility to not lash out or use my platform recklessly. That's why I haven't said anything yet.
Yeah.
When it all happened and I saw what was happening, I was able to get it all because I finally tuned in. I called Hazel directly and she put me on speaker for her and Rose, and they were, going off and about whatever they were going through. I said, first of all, get off Instagram. Just get off Instagram. Just get off Instagram because everything you're doing right now is spewing hate and it's not going to be positive and you're going to get beat for this. Like it's going to this shit, the lashback.
Did you see the Uncle Ruckus post?
Wait, but let me finish my point.
Yeah.
Because I don't give a fuck about the memes and all that shit. I saw all the posts and I've seen it all.
Yeah.
It's emotionally draining to see it all.
Yeah.
What I saw in it was a couple things. One, Oprah said, when people show you who they are the first time, believe them. You don't have to keep seeing it over and over and over to see what it is. She sat here and did an interview, and I asked her, if you had a chance to do this over again, would you? She said no. Would you do it differently? She said no. She also said that when I get attacked, I lash out and I destroy everything on my path. That's what she said. So why everybody's surprised is surprising. And the thing that's so interesting to me is for one whole year, I was the most demonized person on Love and Hip Hop. The man who threw the drink heard around the world. The guy, the messy this, the this, that, or whatever. Because nobody could actually put themselves in a gay person's shoes who for me, I've never lived in fear. I've never lived in being discriminated against. I'm not afraid of nobody. But I feel for people and I have compassion for people that do.
Right.
So when I reacted, it wasn't because of what she did to me. It was because of what she was doing to my friend.
Right.
So when I look at all this going down,
which was attempting to out them, and now just so everybody knows.
And now when I see everybody reacting, it's just like, oh, now I'm the hero.
Yeah.
Because I did then.
Yeah.
To somebody what I knew then.
Yeah.
What you guys want to do to her now.
Yeah.
So I had a reaction that, I condemn the behavior to her. I condemn the behavior to him. And I'd condemn it publicly because I believe that, one, people should be allowed to experience themselves sexually however they want and live however they want and marry whoever they want and be in love with whoever they want without anybody having an opinion. I don't look at anybody as the bedroom police and see who's sleeping with who's where, who, whatever. I just don't do that. Why? Because I'm trying to do real shit, like fall in love myself and be successful.
Yeah.
The thing that I will say that with Rose is what he felt, whether it's true or not, is what my friend felt. So hopefully this experience with Hazel's man has humbled her to see what your man felt and see what your household is going through.
Yeah.
That's what they were going through.
Yeah.
And they were going through it in a much more public way because of who they are as a public person. And so I still haven't even talked to that person since all that went down. So I had that reaction. But I also had a couple other reactions too. The people who tried to out Rose, I think that's equally as disgusting. We can't live in a culture where you can monopolize the gay community and use us as a checker or chess pawn in your game to diminish somebody or devalue or emasculate because you want to win a point.
Right.
Like I told Hazel and Hazel and Rose, Jess is an online sensation. She works in that lane. If she was a boxer, she'd box in a ring. She works on the internet. You're not going to beat her there.
Right.
So leave it alone.
Yeah.
But to Jess and to everybody else in the gay boy who made this allegation, whether it's true or not true, I condemn that too. Because, BET, are you employing Jess as a person who outs people? Are you employing somebody who thinks it's okay to drag the gay community and all the suffering that gay people go through and the struggle that those two boys that talk to me go through? Is it okay to drag them into it because you want to win a fight? No. So I look at it from a perspective of, one, I choose to be happy. I choose to be successful, and I choose to rise above the bullshit. So I'm not going to get online and get into that fight. I condemned it with them directly. I would condemn it here. But for all of them involved, they should all be ashamed of themselves.
Right.
And then as far as not going to hell and burning in hell and all this and that, I know the God that I serve, so I don't have to worry about that. But I will say, I thought it was really interesting how, and this is why for those people who do want to be on TV or have aspirations to be famous and all that, that shit ain't real because the minute they hate you, 1 minute they hate you, want to cut your dick off and get your ass whooped in World Star, the next minute you're their hero.
Yeah.
And I don't want to subscribe to any of it.
People have very, very, very selective fucking memories. But I mean, going back to what you were saying, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. I knew back when, in 2008, I'll never forget when she decided she wanted to be a rapper, what she said to me. I can't wait till I'm famous so I can act like an asshole. Fame only enhances and money only enhances who you truly are, what your character is. None of this surprises me whatsoever. And, everybody's up in arms about her comments in regards to the LGBT community, which were foul and fucked up. Absolutely. But lest we forget the comments that she made about Black women, we already have enough divisiveness in this country. Being, the leader of the free country, being at the helm of that ship. We don't need any more, especially as women. We have enough fucking issues as it is. For her to make a comment about the paper bag test was really just shocking. That was just kind of shocking to me. Okay, you're fine. You're talking about dark skinned girls, whatever. But that one, I was like, wow, she I don't know. Amen and hallelujah.
Wow.
Yeah. Guess we're going to close the door on that.
In other news.
So Blac Chyna suing the Kardashians.
Hilarious.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Okay. Well, she basically is blaming them for, her show coming to an end. And I was like, doesn't the fact that you didn't want to be with Rob anymore and you started dating other men have something to do with the show falling apart? I don't know.
Listen, I don't know what's going on in the Chyna world. I'm waiting on my Chyna interview. I've been told that I'm going to get an interview with Blac Chyna, and I'm waiting for it. You know, people have criticized me because I got a call I wasn't prepared for, and she was on the line and she was explaining why she's blocked Hollywood Unlocked and this, that, whatever. I don't care about that. Blac Chyna's not my friend. I don't hate Blac Chyna. I just don't like anybody that don't respect me and my team. So if Chyna wants to talk and do this interview, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, you know, my affection for the Kardashians, you know, I don't know. I mean, I've heard through the grapevine what happened is Kris Jenner and them were on the show talking about how they were not going to move forward with another season because of what she was doing. So that's where they're trying to draw the connection between her having an opportunity to do another show and then the Kardashians sabotaging it. Because they sat around in a room, because they're all executive producers, and basically said, nah, we ain't doing that.
Right.
But I feel like if you fuck over my family, why should I bring you back and put more money in your pockets?
Exactly.
They built the brand.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Huge brand.
I agree with that. I mean, like, if, you know, from like an executive production standpoint, if I'm an executive producer looking at it strategically, it was super duper off brand. It just was to begin with. And then all of the, you know, personal issues that they started to have with one another. I mean, it was just, it's Reddit. It's, you know, just shoot the damn dog. It's got rabies anyways.
Yeah, Blac Chyna. You got your money, you got your fame, you got what you needed and wanted out of this situation.
Let me tell you something. Fame is a hell of a drug. People they want it and they don't understand what it comes with.
Damn, she really came into this situation with a game plan.
And we've said this before.
And she achieved it.
Let's be clear. I don't care for fame. It was funny when I went shopping in New York. I went to Brooklyn, and there's a lot of us in Brooklyn, and I sometimes forget about loving hip hop because I don't. It's a job. Like the job is over. I'm on the Hollywood Unlocked, and thankfully, a lot of people see the show and see our, you know, the Hollywood Unlocked or whatever. But you know, people were coming up to me and having their fan moment and all that, and that was kind of cute. But for me, I don't care about being a reality star or being famous. I want to be successful. I understand with success comes influence, and influence comes some type of recognition or fame or whatever. But I also understand that at night, fame is not always the most comforting gift.
No.
That's right.
And to not be able to go anywhere, to have to wonder if I wore this shirt again. I woke up this morning, you know, I had the whole debate. Should I wear this shirt? Because I've already wore it. I said, fuck it, I'm going to wear it because real people wear shit more than once. I don't want that shit.
Fame is a pain in the ass. I've always said it. Fame is the worst when you're broke, too. Trying to keep up appearances, it's fucking worst. I can't. It'll make you make some really stupid decisions and compromise yourself.
Yeah,
I mean, this is LA. You see this every time you turn around on every corner. So.
Especially when you see somebody that used to be super huge end up on one of these infomercials. Like, I know Shaquille O'Neal is super rich, but when I see him in them American General commercials, I'm like, yo, why?
No. He's getting money.
No, that's not the same.
I mean, yeah. We're talking
that's
about, they're talking about like when you see In Vogue at the mall.
Yeah,
they were on top of the world and made no money, and now they all ain't got nothing.
Exactly. That kind of thing. Yeah. So.
Like, could you imagine? Well, never mind.
Okay, so Colin Kaepernick has filed a lawsuit against the NFL. I think that it's about time, honestly. His lawyer is Mark Garagos, who at one point represented Michael Jackson.
And Chris Brown against
And
Rihanna.
Chris Brown, yeah, and so they've filed a lawsuit against the NFL and the NFL owners for collusion, for basically depriving him of his rights to employment based on his advocacy and leadership, you know, in regards to, you know, just his advocacy for social justice. I hope he wins a fuckload of money.
Me too.
Well, I've always said when he was taking the knee and the whole world was taking the knee and doing all this symbolic stuff that it was great, you know, and you take the knee and you do all of that kind of stuff for bringing recognition, you know, recognition or attention to an issue. But then there has to be a call to action. The call to action should have been, we're going to continue taking the knee until Colin is back on the field.
Yeah.
That's the call to action.
Right.
There's enough people that have the power to make this happen.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, if enough people really stay adamant with that, you can't have a football game if no players are on the field.
Exactly.
So that I agree with you on that.
It's been difficult to watch because, you know, in reality, just by looking at everything, you're exactly right. there is no game without the players. So if all the players came together, cohesively had this, the call to action.
Well,
and
that's what the union's for. That's why they have the Players Association. They just had this big joint meeting, right?
Right.
Where the players and the owners got together.
Yeah.
So the slaves and the slave masters got in the room.
Yes.
And Colin's still unemployed.
It's called the collective bargaining agreement. And so the reason why his lawsuit has merit is because nowhere in the collective bargaining agreement does it say that players have to. It have to stand for the anthem. They don't have to. So, and it's just it is collusion, and it's like it's frustrating because football's becoming really politicized. It's not even fun to watch it anymore. Yeah, I don't watch. I used to be an avid football fan, but I couldn't care less because it just feels like, this is bullshit. It's like completely and totally fake. And it's like, and what irritates me most is the fact that Colin Kaepernick, in order to try to find a balance to be respectful to the American flag and to veterans who have fought in, foreign wars, he asked a veteran, what is the way that I can protest in a form that will, maintain my respect for you, but also show the fact that I'm protesting. The veteran is the one that said, take the knee. So why is it the whole thing is just
because he's black.
Yeah, no, I know.
I don't know why you guys, every week we come here, y'all get surprised that shit's happening to niggas. Okay?
What do you think would happen if that was a white boy?
Listen,
it wouldn't be happening.
You know why? Because they would have said he was tired.
The white boy would still have a job.
They'd have said he had arthritis, or they would have said that
arthritis in the NFL.
No, I'm just saying, like, listen. Black people have to understand something. When you walk in a room with people who are not black, and it's not all of them, but it's probably more than half, feel just because of the heritage and the upbringings and the whatevers that they are more than you. That is just real. My mom is white. Everybody say, "Oh," she would say, "I ain't racist because I love black men," but she's called me a nigger when I was a kid. Not nigga. Nigger.
Yeah.
Should have never fucked your black ass daddy, you piece of shit nigger.
Damn.
Oh my God.
And that was from a woman taking all kinds of black dick. Okay. Rest in peace to my mama.
Oh my God.
Well, I hope Colin Kaepernick finds his way back on that field.
But the point is,
I don't think he wants to anymore.
Wait. For the point is this. Listen, the bigger lesson is it's bigger than Colin Kaepernick. It's all of us understanding the power of the black dollar. It's all of us understanding that if you do have friends that are not black, and I have a lot of friends that are not black, and I say friends loosely. I know people. I don't have a lot of fucking friends. I'm not that social these days. Take your time to really educate them on how they can help this message be a part of their life and taking our message. And because when white people talk to other white people, that shit comes across a whole different way than when a black person talks to a white person. And I'm not even on no super racist shit, but I just feel like we're sitting here. Are we really living in America where a motherfucking racist is running the country and where all of these old white men with all their black players haven't called each other on the phone and say, yo, man, we better put a nigga back in the game because this shit's getting real? Why is that not happening?
I don't know.
Well, we own some
because
of that.
racists have been emboldened.
And we own some of that because we're too afraid to unite. We're too afraid to lose the affection of mainstream media or the $1 billion crew to take a step out. And that's why, you know what, I was telling somebody in New York the other day when they were telling me about how I shouldn't be mad at Mona Scott because she's a black woman and black women in TV, blah, blah, blah. Listen, she ain't Shonda Rhimes. She's successful at what she does, but she's human too. And I look at Mona like a peer. She's more successful than me in TV. I'm more successful than her in digital. I look at her as a peer. I don't look at her as being better than me. And I'm not going to shit on her for the accomplishments that she's made, but just like her and just like the slave owners, they're the same fucking people. The way she treats the cast of Love and Hip Hop with these little bones and these little trinkets that she gives them and then says, well, I gave you the platform. The platform didn't pay that fucking rent.
Yeah.
You didn't really help promote the brand. Listen,
right.
They're all these people get to a place of complacency. For us with the NFL with Colin, it just happens to be because he's a nigga who stood up for what he believed in.
Right.
Anyway.
Okay. Well.
So what was the question on that? Did we have a question?
Yeah. Well, how far are you willing to go to fight for what you believe in? And do you think that Colin has a strong case? I do.
I remember when I worked at the probation office years ago, and they dressed up the kids in the non-max unit as killers for Halloween and put masks on them, chained them up, and had them go round and round passing out candy like a joke.
Right.
And they took pictures of them and put on the system. I took the pictures because I felt it was wrong, and I mailed it to the chief of the Juvenile Justice Commission.
Yeah.
Long story short, I ended up getting fired from my job for doing that.
Wait, I have a question. How do you dress somebody up as a killer? Like Mike Myers type killer?
Put them in an orange jumpsuit. So the orange jumpsuits were just for when you transported maximum security kids to downtown court.
Okay.
You never put a kid in that outfit for any other reason.
Yeah.
They took a little kid from the minor unit and dressed him up like in the orange jumpsuit with shackles and chains and handcuffs and put a mask on him. And then gave him a Halloween bag and took him around to the units passing out candy during Halloween. They thought it was funny. I thought it was humiliating. First of all, every time you actually put handcuffs on a kid, you got to write a report.
Right.
They weren't doing none of that. They were taking pictures of them. I mean, it was really embarrassing. So I sent a complaint because I felt like somebody got to stick up for these kids. I got fired for that.
For standing up.
Because standing up for your rights, sometimes people are afraid to do that because even with the Whistleblower Protection Act and all of that, do you want to jeopardize your livelihood and ability to provide for your family to stand up for what's right, or just go along to get along? It takes courage to stick up for yourself.
It does.
And for others.
It does. Kudos to Colin, because I've watched his protests, since he first started doing it, and oftentimes I wondered, I wondered what was like completely on his mind, like how he fixed it to just, be completely determined and not be shook by the inevitable, which is what he's experiencing now, and how villainized he became. I don't know. Kudos to him.
I remember when he first started taking a knee, I wanted to get in touch with him, so I was going to ask Gloria Govan to give me his number, but I felt like that would be inappropriate.
Just ask
We're
Nick.
not going to ask why.
Just ask Nick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the FDA claims that condoms are now too big for American men.
Why is that? Does that mean like the size of American men's dicks are shrinking?
According to the Daily Mail, the average size of a condom is 6.69 inches, and American men are saying the condoms are too big and keep sliding off.
Listen.
Wait, is that in width or in length?
Length.
Yeah, length.
Listen, them condoms that they give out the STD clinic, them joints is the worst. They don't fit at all.
I don't go to private clinics.
You don't go to private clinics?
No, I go to Kaiser.
Permanente.
Could you imagine if I walked into Planned Parenthood and like sat down? I would get on Instagram in a minute.
Jason Lee Hollywood.
Exactly.
In a study from Indiana University, the average penis size is 5.57 inches, meaning it's shorter than the standard condom size. That's just fucking depressing.
But is that real though? Like,
I'm throwing that shit back.
Where do these studies come from? Like, who's sitting around measuring dicks all over the country? No, for real. Like when I see the American poll said they didn't ask me.
I'd really like that job.
Really?
To go measure dicks all over the world?
I would, because my facial expressions would.
You wouldn't go around measuring penises.
No, you're right. I wouldn't. I don't know. It's just in a different world, a different lifetime, maybe.
I think it's bad that there's a lot of penises in this country giving permanent gonorrhea now.
What?
You heard about that?
Oh yeah. There's a strain of gonorrhea that is like
strain.
Yeah, that's like it's immune to.
Is it strain or strand?
Strand.
No, it's a strain.
Strand.
It's a strain.
Are you sure?
Strand.
Yeah.
Strand.
I think it's a strand.
I think it's a strand.
No, it's a strain.
Are you sure?
Shut the fuck up, Gio. You're going from strand to strain.
And tranny titties, stop fucking talking.
It's a strain.
Okay.
Yeah.
So HIV, there's strains of HIV or strands.
Strain.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's strand, but continue.
It doesn't matter what
Can
you
I
think,
just tell y'all that I took a nap yesterday that felt so good that I just thought about it right now and I want to go back. Like that nap, the nap where like my body was so exhausted that literally when I laid down, my bed was the perfect temperature. I turned on Wendy Williams to catch up. Keisha Cole's album's out today.
She was on that performance. Shout out to
Keisha.
She looked good.
And I laid in that bed and I literally turned off my phones for the first time, turned them completely off, and just melted into my Tempur-Pedic bed or whatever that fucking mattress is
that
called.
feels so good. I love that.
What kind of strand is it?
That was a nigga need to take your ass to sleep strand. All right, what's going on with Rihanna?
It's strange.
What's going on with Rihanna?
So Rihanna has been promoting her Fenty University line. And she was asked advice to young girls who are trying to remain fashionable while finding clothes that fit their body. So she started talking about the fact that her weight has fluctuated. And she said, one day I can literally fit into something that is bodycon, and then the next day I need something oversized. I need a little crop here, a little high-waisted thing, there and whatnot. But she's definitely not apologetic at all. She's loving her curves like the rest of us are.
But she still got abs, though. That's what's crazy.
You know what's so funny? Look, everybody. There's angles. There's shadowing. Like one day from the next, she's gonna look.
No, I understand what she's
gonna say.
I'm not fucking hating on her. I'm talking about I'm talking about myself. As well. I'm including myself in that. One day from the next, somebody will look 4 months pregnant, and then they'll look fucking emaciated.
Well, listen,
it depends
emaciated.
on emaciated. Yes,
I have learned layering and jackets and
all black.
So sometimes I trick myself to thinking I lost some weight, so I put on a different outfit.
That's true.
So I've had my own struggles, but it's not for anything other than like I'm a stress. First of all, I don't even eat all throughout the day. I've eaten once today. What time is it? It is now 3:30. I've eaten once. You're supposed to eat like 6 meals, 5-6 meals a day. I need to call Chef Amira.
It's just she cut her finger off.
She didn't cut it off. She cut it pretty deep though. But I have to get to a more like continuous and consistent program, and that's really all it is.
Yeah, me
and
too.
then you can't eat boa every day and katsuya every day.
I thought you said you can't eat boy every day. I was like,
well, shit.
I was gonna like, when did that happen?
As long as orbits.com is working and I can get them on a plane, I could.
Oh man, I am hard up. Anyways,
so pause.
Yeah, fuck. Anyway,
hard up.
But I will say, having seen Rihanna recently, she looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Having seen her at a party, and I actually literally was watching her and watching her turn and her whole body. She did have a dress on that I could tell from what she said, hid some of those curves or whatever, but she looked great. She's fucking Rihanna.
Nobody's kicking her out of bed for eating crackers.
Not one damn person. You can eat the crackers in the bed.
That's what I just said. Oh God.
Go back to sleep. I was watching. Speaking of Rihanna, I was watching Chris Brown the other night. I was watching Chris Brown the other night at the Title event in New York. He performed before J-Lo. Actually, he performed before DJ Khaled, but he.
How do you do?
He's just a superstar.
Yeah.
Like as much as I've like become less of a Chris Brown cheerleader and really supporting him and rooting him on because I'm off of that. I will say that, watching him perform, he's undeniably a superstar. He got that music thing is on lock. I don't like them Travis Scott braids he got though. He need to cut that shit the fuck off.
Wait.
He got Travis Scott braids.
I don't like him.
It looked like
he changed his hair so much, but damn, I just saw him at Usher's thing. He didn't have no braids.
Well, maybe he got some weave over the weekend, but he looked like he came straight out of somebody's garbage can with that shit.
I do not like them either.
First,
I still hit it though.
No.
Hey man, we're not gonna talk about Chris Brown in that facet. Wait,
fashion.
Is that a word? In that fashion?
Yes.
Fashion.
Oh,
that facet.
Nah, I wouldn't hit it. I wouldn't hit Chris. He's the homie. He ain't even a homie. I don't even know what we are. I was literally saying to myself, because I'm backstage. I wasn't backstage restricted either. I was all over. I was thinking, if I walk and bump into Chris Brown, what is going to happen? Thankfully, I didn't see him, but I did run into Omari Hardwick, who told me to tell you hello.
Omari
what?
Hardwick.
Oh, hi. Hey.
Are you awake?
You awake?
Yeah, no.
Go back to sleep.
Fuck you.
Anyway, I ran into Omari Hardwick, and he told me to tell you hello.
I love Omari.
Omari's from Ghost, right?
Yeah, he's Ghost from Power.
Got you.
Yeah, he's super dope.
So I told him we've been waiting on him to come on the show, so he said he needs to come.
Yeah, he does. We've ended up doing like quite a few panels together. He's super, super, super smart.
I heard it. Is he short?
He's
no, not really. About 6 foot, maybe.
Yeah, about the 6 foot mark, 5'11", 6 feet. Yeah.
Really nice guy.
Yeah. Super
right.
nice. Super nice. Okay, so Trump has given a couple of public addresses. We'll get to the one with the governor from Puerto Rico in a second. But did you see the one where Melania was standing next to him? Did you see that, Jason? Because I know you've been really busy.
Yeah, the one where they're now saying that's not her.
A double.
It wasn't her.
Are you sure?
It 100% was
Kardashian,
not her.
Khloe Kardashian doesn't like many of our posts, but she liked that one.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't her. I was studying that woman. Different lips, different jaw.
That was
the
her.
hair was
There's
different.
no way.
No, Michael used to have doubles all the time.
There's no way the president of the United States would bring the first lady out and bring a fake first lady out. There's just, what was Donald Trump fucking? Never mind.
I don't know what they're up to, but that wasn't Melania. She had like a Humpty Dumpty nose on.
I saw the side by side.
Like it was like, you know,
maybe she had a nose injury.
It was like
Hazel.
the nose, but it was like the nose attached to. It was the nose attached to the glasses. No, that wasn't her.
It probably
the hair.
was.
It wasn't. It was
Listen,
not her.
Let Melania live. Melania lives matter.
You know who used to have body doubles?
Oh.
Saddam Hussein's son, Uday or Qusay, one or the other.
Don't know.
No.
Well, you don't know him anymore because he's dead.
Michael had him too.
Yeah, no, he had a body double. He actually like found him and like
Donald Trump did not bring a fake first lady out.
He did.
It did not.
He did. That was not her. It wasn't her.
People were sending that shit to my personal Instagram telling me I was a mess.
Yeah.
It was the same day the whole Hazel thing went on. I was like, that was a busy ass day for Hollywood Unlocked.
It was a busy day.
Anyway, so can we just talk about what Donald Trump has done since we're on the fucking orange Cheeto bitch?
Yeah.
He called the widow of a fallen soldier, and that's all in the headlines because apparently he made some comments. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So it was one of the soldiers that was killed in an attack in Niger. And basically it said that he.
You know it takes you forever to get these things out.
You're just impatient today.
No, because if we were talking about weed, dick, or somebody owing you money, you would be talking so goddamn fast. And today we're talking about some shit that you sound like you do
She's
not want to
building
talk
up the story, Jason.
She only came here today to talk shit about Hazel E. She don't care about nothing else. We were going to cancel the show. This bitch said, nope, we got a lot of shit to talk about.
She's building up the show for people who may not be up to date like myself.
Okay, this ain't pre-cum. This is get it the fuck out.
Hold on 1 second here. One, you talked more about that shit than I did. That's number one. Number two, haven't gone back to that. Number three, next week, I'm going to get some dick. So I wanted to make sure we had a show in the can. Thanks very much.
See how fast she's talking now? Exactly. When she's talking about some dick.
I told on myself.
And the only reason why I spent more time talking about it is because of the angle I took today. But you came locked and loaded. You came locked and loaded today.
Anyways, okay. So one of the soldiers that was killed in Niger.
Good job.
Yeah, Trump basically told his widow, this is what he signed up for. So he was less than sympathetic. And let's be clear, the soldier was black. On a good note, there's been a GoFundMe page set up for the children of the widow, and the mark was like $5,000. They've made $500,000 for the kids' college funds, and basically just taking care of them.
Wow.
But Trump is a fucking asshole. He's an asshole, and we should stop expecting him to be anything other than what he is. He has introduced himself the way the way he really is, and we should stop being surprised by.
I hope that he gets found guilty of something illegal and put in prison and gets butt fucked. That's what I want to happen to him.
You know what? I'm not mad at that.
I co-sign that.
I'm really not mad at that.
Because you're not supposed to wish death upon people. So I've been trying to not do that. I can go with.
I ain't trying to have the IRS and every other federal agency looking at my shit. But if Sydney Star and him can get in a cell and get fucked, I would be happy.
Hey, you know what's so crazy? It's probably imagine all the people like the security and the CIA, the people that work for him. That'd be
who put their lives on the line,
and they'd be like, "This motherfucker." Yes, sir.
I suspect the majority of them hate him.
Well, General Kelly,
and they want to look the other way.
General Kelly did come in. The chief of staff did speak up and say that he was there when the phone call was made, and that's not what happened. He said, and this guy is pretty respected. What he said was that he said your son was where he wanted to be with who he wanted to be, and died doing what he wanted to do. But he prefaced all that with saying he knew what he was signing up for, so he had the courage, is basically what he was saying. And General Kelly's perspective, whose son has also died in the line of duty, thought it's hella fucked up that this death of this soldier has become overly politicized. Because also in the car was the congresswoman who went out and said what she thought about the phone call, and then even was caught on camera saying, "Oh wow, you think I'm a celebrity now?" It's really out of control. She's another little black coon with that little cowboy hat trying to be cool like Maxine Waters. Maxine Waters is from Watts. Bitch, you can't do what Maxine does.
No, you can't.
Auntie Maxine they ain't gonna let two aunties. And this one, she thinks she's gonna be Auntie Maxine. This is like your old ass grandma who want to be cool. Nah, son, nah.
No. Okay.
All these people are fucked up. Rest in peace to the soldiers.
Fame is a hell of a drug. Fame is a hell of a drug.
But Barack Obama, speaking to him and George Bush have both come out and speaking against Bush, which is the first time I've ever seen.
Trump.
I mean, yeah, I'm sorry about Trump. So Bush and Obama have come out and spoken against him. I've never seen former presidents come out and attack.
Because there's never been a need to.
Yeah, but the thing about Barack, he know how to throw shade, but subliminally.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But where people get it and pick it up.
Yes.
Because he's intelligent.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize how smart Barack Obama was and is until they saw Trump's dumbass.
That's right.
And think about the whole world is like looking at us like we're a fucking joke.
They do. We're a global embarrassment. I'm not gonna throw myself into that. I'm Canadian.
Nah, son, you live in LA.
Still got a Canadian passport.
Okay, well, listen. As much as I love our viewers, I just don't want to talk anymore.
Okay. Well,
you want to go get some sushi right now?
No, I've sushied out because you can't have too much sushi because too much fish should make you sick.
Yeah, too much mercury, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
too much fish.
Too much. It's the mercury content.
Pussy, fish, whatever.
Anyways, whatever. Okay.
Right.
Well, hopefully we have a show to come back to next year. Next year. Sorry. Fuck. Okay, I'm tired too. But yeah, hopefully we have a show to come back. Yeah, next week because there's the impending threat of nuclear war.
Well, you can come back and tell us how good the dick was.
I can't wait.
You're gonna
wait.
Okay.
You should just release a porno.
What?
Oh man, no.
That shit was that shit.
Down.
No, I'm about to be on your side and say no, Jason. She shouldn't.
Because I'm classy, motherfucker.
Yes, she's going to give us. Listen, we are going to be blessed enough for her to do her shoot for her birthday.
I'm going to go make a porn this week, but no one's going to see it other than me and him.
I've seen some classy porn before. She can have some classy.
What does classy porn look like?
Girl, like
he don't nut in your face.
All slow motion and shit. Leg crossed over.
Yeah.
Like when she's on the side, the legs crossed over. He's on I'm on the back. Not me.
Wait,
but
can I tell you that I watched a porno the other day that I won't lie, I was really upset. It made me upset.
Why?
Because it was this fine ass Spanish boy with this ugly ass old fat white man, and I was thinking, why can't I find that motherfucker? So I'm like online trying to research what company produced this porn.
You're hilarious.
It says in the beginning, in
what's
the end.
the year? Because if it was more than 3 years old, he could look different. So I'm looking at Facebook. Man, I was really upset.
Hey, okay, before we talk about porn, you want to know what I looked at last night?
What?
I have found this new obsession with oozing female ejaculation.
You mean squirting?
No.
Speaking of squirting, my friend AJ, who's listening to the show.
Wait, let me finish.
He just texted me and he had a squirter drench him in his house once.
No, it's when the girls get really, really wet, but they start look like spider webs, like really oozy. I love that shit. All right, y'all. Have a good night, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.